I know I am. I had a wonderful weekend. Got to see a lovely movie. John Wick Parabellum, actually, if you've seen that. It was a lot of fun. Alright. The stream is live. Everything is up. Just double checking, making sure our audio is working properly. Yes, it is. Good to go. All right. So, why don't we get into it? Sane mode with taunt majors. All right, now let's get started, shall we? I do certainly hope everyone had a wonderful weekend.
This young queen has successfully raised her first daughters, but...
You know what? When it comes to that volume, let's drop that down a bit.
Beneath the leaf litter of the rainforest floor, the nutritious fungus she fed them as larvae is now dwindling.
Alright, let's just double check one thing here with the settings for the stream output. I'm still working on... Okay, I'm still working on trying to make sure everything is more streamlined with the stream. There we go. Get our waist set up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the rest of these be our little starting ants. Actually, you know what? That's actually kind of a big waste of time if we just keep pushing towards it. Here's our little minims going.
The small scouting party of minor workers could lead any number of deadly jungle creatures back to their undefended queen. They will need time and luck on their side.
All right.
The workers have located a patch of young seedlings. Just what they were looking for.
Oh no, we're not going to have a very easy time with it if they're already going down for the central leaves. Means we're going to have to fight some on...
A brightly patterned jumping spider, Casviri D. purpureus, has subdued one of the workers. This expert solo hunter combines extreme agility with incredible forward vision, allowing it to pounce on unsuspecting prey with pinpoint accuracy. The harvested leaf chunks are not eaten directly.
Again, the volume is a little too loud for me today. There we go.
Instead, they are used by the very smallest minim workers to cultivate a nutritious fungus.
Those jumping spiders, man. Keep trying to get you. Alright, so what this means is we're going to have to focus on getting up here a lot sooner and possibly fighting over here.
The ants must fight.
Can we please just not get attacked for like the opening 5 minutes? Give me a chance to like actually build up a few things. Those jumping spiders, man, they are brutal.
The ants must fight.
Put one of those ants on building duty. Let's not do that just yet. We're kind of trying to build up our forces quickly here. Nope. Two jumping spiders. Jumping spiders everywhere. Yep, they're already...
The ants will fight to the death.
Oh, we're pretty far behind in this playthrough so far.
The most accessible leaves are located to the north of the nest entrance. However, another atta colony has already laid claim to them. The close proximity of these nests places the two colonies in direct competition with one another. Time will tell which has the potential to grow into a great empire, and which will submit to the unforgiving law of the Undergrowth.
And if we can catch back up. This playthrough was a little rough because these jumping spiders kept attacking us constantly. So we are a bit behind. Yep. And that lead just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Come on, guys. Lay those eggs. Lay those eggs. There we go. Let's get back out there. Nope, nope, nope. Go the other way.
Ants must defend themselves.
Gotta love those jumping spiders, man. Getting our infrastructure set up. Okay. Now if we can just start getting some consistent leaf generation. Need more leaves.
The ants must defend themselves.
Come on, dude. Oh, we are definitely falling way too far behind.
As the sun sets below the horizon, and the thick rainforest canopy shrouds all but the slightest glimmer of moonlight, the predators of the night begin to emerge.
That means I get a little bit of peace to start building up my forces. I'm happy. Don't fight. Oh, look at that. All the little leaves getting
An ant
placed.
has fallen prey to a wandering harvestman. Its long, slender legs keep its vulnerable body elevated high above the leaf litter, and when threatened, it can release strong-smelling odors to deter other predators. A stern response will be needed to drive this striding nuisance away.
Alright, so unlike before, we're only going to do about 30. This will go through. Things are starting to get better here for us. It's starting to gather more. Starting to move a bit quicker. I'm going to get up to 30 workers all going, and then we're going to start building up a bunch of soldiers. The media soldiers, specifically. And from there, I'm hoping that we get a chance to really catch up. Six, 27. Alright, time to switch, time to switch, time to switch, switch. There we go. We'll go 1, 2. Got about 30. Now it's time for us to start making our soldier ants.
The ants must fight.
Do we though? Do we really have to fight? Because I don't think we do. There we go, we'll get those produced. And that should set us up nicely for a while. Oh, sorry about that. Let's get back in there. Alright, now we should be pretty well set up. And we just keep making soldier ants. And we'll come over here. And that'll be where our majors... I keep doing that. $29,400. Oh, we are quite behind, but I'm pretty confident we will be able to soon catch up. And the way we're going to do that is by getting every single media ant we can.
Fight to the death.
Alright, just fighting with a single worker. That's not really fighting to the death. Oh, game, being so dramatic. I think it's almost time for us to just go ahead and get ourselves a major or two. Let's see, we've almost completely cobbled up that. Let's go get the last bits out of it. And yeah, we got enough. We have enough food. Make ourselves a major.
Daybreak has arrived, and the creatures of the night scurry back to the dark crevices of the undergrowth. For the ants, however, the objectives of the day remain unchanged. Locate vegetation, defend supply lines, and process leaves. There is no time for rest.
Oh, no. No. Yep. Change plans. Ah, there's one over there, too. That's not really fair, game.
The leafcutters have raised their first major ant. Its swollen head is filled with muscle to power its crushing jaws. Few stand against it in combat and escape unscathed. That's
not fair. There's one there.
To the colony.
And there's one there. Come on. How is that supposed to be fair? I really don't have the numbers I need to come up here, but I'm going to try rushing it.
One of the ants has fallen prey to a young, leaf-mimic praying mantis. Once in range, its long, razor-clad forelegs can ensnare and impale victims with lightning speed.
Come on, snooty boys, you got this. There we go. Good job. Let's get ourselves another major. Okay, I think we can manage this. It's early enough in the game to where we can we can do it without too much trouble. I'm trying to keep an eye out for where that giant... I think he scurried off, actually. Huh. Well, how about that?
A fully grown Shudoxiops peripultra leaf mimic praying mantis.
Yep, nope, he's still there.
Rising amongst the vegetation. Not only is it more dangerous in its final instar, with near perfect camouflage against the leaves, it is also a master of stealth.
Why aren't you showing up on the minimap? That's... Again, game. Come on. That's not cool. I mean, I can't be alone in that one.
Leafcutters aren't the only ants nearby. Whilst the two atta colonies joust for territory, Odontomachus bauri trapjaws roam the clearing. They can be found hunting alone or in small packs for vulnerable invertebrates to take back to their nest. They use snapping jaws to bludgeon their targets.
Okay, I was about to say, if their pathing takes them straight into my guys, that's just annoying. So what I'm about to have to do is go up here and challenge these guys and just basically throw them off of this trail here. So why don't I put everyone in a fight mode, send them up that way.
These leaves are contested. The leaf cutters will generally not attack unless provoked. But today there's too much at stake. Only a strong show of force will deter the opposing colony.
Yep, and we will certainly do that. You know, as soon as our majors and the rest of our... Let's get another major. Those bullet ants are actually going to help us for once. Yeah, let's turn that off. Go. Don't keep fighting the bullet ants. It's not a fight I think we are going to win at this moment. But they are helping us. Yeah. I mean, how's it going, Raylot? It's like, I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense that they're able to camouflage like that, but at the same time, I'm struggling enough with getting all of these, with getting this mission done. Having two really big
a territorial dispute has arisen
mantises directly in my way, because there's that guy. Directly in my way when I'm trying to harvest is just, it's so unfair. Yeah, Because we got one over here somewhere. It's hiding out. He keeps running back and forth. And then over here we got another one. That's just not fair. And we're just trying to put out some pressure here.
The opposing leaf cutters have retreated from one of their harvesting sites. They may have been easily startled this time, but they'll soon be back, and in greater numbers.
Right, but hey, at least we were able to kick them off of this food source. We can gather it all for ourselves real quick. And then since we're already up here, getting all of this shouldn't be that much more difficult. But Raylot, tell me, how was your weekend? Do anything fun? Do anything cool? I got to see John Wick Parabellum. That was a lot of fun. And then I was emotionally traumatized by the ending of Game of Thrones. Well, they weren't kidding about coming back in greater force.
Night falls, and under the cloak of darkness, velvet worms, bush crickets, and harvestmen emerge.
Hey, getting a break from work is always nice.
Straying from the relative
What anime you watching?
Will likely meet with an unfortunate end.
Let's gather up
Battle has
close.
begun.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Is I got 30 workers to start up, and now everything, all the rest of my resources is going into majors and
The battle has begun.
Media.
A Paracanthus varius bush cricket has spotted the ants. Its thorax and appendages are adorned with sharp
Our guys can handle
spikes, offering 360 degrees of protection and turning its substantial forelegs into a pair of deadly flails. This spiny devil will not easily be deterred.
Just love watching all the all of our media and majors just getting work done, and all of our little workers are just like, yeah, no, keep up with that, guys. You're doing good. You're doing good. Just let me sneak by here real quick. Oh.
Overwhelmed by the defensive leafcutter forces, the harvestman decides to make a swift exit.
So what's going on here? How are we running almost completely out? Oh, because we're respawning a bunch of guys. Okay. Sitting there trying to figure out, it's like... yes, there should be a delay on the stream. I am about, if I'm not mistaken, I should only be about a minute ahead. 15 seconds to a minute is where it should be. Ah, okay. Dragon Maid and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I've heard good things about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, but I've yet to actually check it out. I don't watch a lot of anime nowadays. I used to be really big into it when I was a bit younger. Look at that. So, if you remember in the last stream, we were having problems with those bullet ants were just bullying us so much. Now we're just taking them out like there's no... like it's no problem. Let's turn fighting off for the time being. Gotta get more food, more food. 2, 3, 4. Oops. So we've gotten all that. There's a little bit over there, but that's really a good prize right there. We'll need to kick them out of it. And we can turn fighting back on. Just make it to where we have all of our media ants.
A fight has broken out over the harvesting rights to a sapling.
Oh no, you guys are almost up there. Alright, we're gonna disrupt you guys down here, and then I need to start sending you guys up here. Because I can't just allow them to grab all of that. That's going to end the game. Right. If you are already up here, go ahead and grab all of that. If you aren't, let's go up there, tell them to fight, but don't, like, try to gather. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, hey, this time we caught it.
the sun rises over the treetops above, the diurnal jungle invertebrates emerge once again to replace their nighttime counterparts. The ants will remain steadfast in their efforts. All must be risked for the harvest.
All must be risked. Let's turn their food gathering off. How's that going? Oh, you guys turned fighting off. Don't fight. My little workers, they're not good at fighting.
The leaf cutters have clashed northeast of the nest.
Okay, we got reinforcements coming in. Yeah, those shows can be a lot of fun.
Opposing leaf cutters have been cleared from an area to the northeast. Harvesting operations can now continue.
Yep. Oh, no. See, this is what's so unfair about this game is the environment is so hard. So hard to fight. Just out of nowhere, a giant praying mantis comes. And now they're sending even more. And there's even more environmental dangers. No. If you haven't seen it yet, I would highly recommend the new John Wick movie. I've been a fan of Keanu Reeves for years, and this movie just did not disappoint me. It was everything I wanted and more in a man against the world, just violence galore spectacle of amazement. It's just everything you could want it in one of those movies. It was just fantastic. Yay, okay. Getting some leaves back now. Anyone a fan of Game of Thrones? Because the season finale was just absolutely wonderful. You know, I can definitely see why a lot of people didn't enjoy it, but I certainly did. I found it to be very enjoyable. At the end of it, I was very emotionally done. Just could not. Oh, with everything that happened, it was just there was just so much. I couldn't anymore. But isn't that kind of like one of the hallmarks of a really good show? Is they get you raw emotionally. You see what happens to the characters, and it's just may not have gone exactly the way you would have done it, but it's still so good. Oh, more bullet ants. That's okay. We've kind of shown that we're able to take bullet ants. They're not that big of a threat anymore. Disruptive, absolutely, but they're not a threat anymore. We are definitely
The battle has begun.
going to need some more majors. See that we have a couple more people here than just Raylot and myself. Yeah, John Wick. It really lived up to expectations. It was exactly what you would imagine from a John Wick movie, and yeah, I greatly enjoyed it.
The leaf cutters have clashed northeast of the nest.
And without spoiling things, I think well, I really can't say anything without spoiling anything, so I won't. Just, if you haven't seen it, go see it. Because it's worth it. It's more than worth the ticket price for the admission. Another mantis. You know what? I can't stop them there, but can I go over here? Kind of force them out that way. Actually, you know what? Thinking about it, I got one last little hope and prayer.
Opposing leaf cutters have been cleared from an area to the northeast. Harvesting operations can now continue.
Let's turn this off. I think
Leaf cutters have clashed northeast of the nest.
I think our only hope now, because it's just so close, is for us to go in and kill their queen, if we can. We're just gonna send everybody we got to go kill their queen. Yep. Oh, wow. Look at that. Yep. Just straight up kicked us out.
Dusk approaches. As the twilight fades, the daytime creatures withdraw to their hidden refuges to wait out the darkness.
Yeah,
The ants can afford no
at
such
this
luxury.
point, all we can do is
The cogs
just
of the
try to
leaf-cutting
kill their
machine will
queen.
grind on
That's
throughout the
going to be
night.
our only, like, salvation. Here. Let's do this. You guys, I want you to, like, gather around here. You guys are not supposed to gather. I mean, Game of Thrones is, it's a really good show. It really is. Holy. Okay, so we are going to have ourselves, looks like they're coming back. That's a lot. No, everyone, get back. Alright. Let's see if we can... see if we can't get in there on that queen. Oh, this is royally stupid, but the game's basically over anyways. Let's see. One. Okay, why don't you guys come over here? See if we can't sneak you out that way. What do you mean intruders? Some bullet ants got in? Oh, that's fine. They'll get pushed out in just a moment. Yeah, but if we look at the score, it's like my only option. Yeah, it is basically over. Sadly, I still just, I've not been able to figure out this level. I want to. It's just really... Hi there, Tim. Just give it just a moment and it will finish buffering. Oh, more bullet ants. This is interesting. It looks like my opponent is no longer interested in actually gathering any food. Did I glitch out the game a bit? I don't know, but...
Predators are loose in the nest. The larvae must be protected.
What I can say is I need to get everything back into the nest. Nope. They're going back to farm now.
The ants must protect the queen.
Oh no. Bullet ant got down to the queen. Protect the queen, guys. Come on. Yeah, it shouldn't be one frame every 30 seconds. Hold on, let me check and see what's going on here on my end. Let's try that. And see how that goes now. Yeah, guys, I am trying to figure out why it's so laggy. See if there's a YouTube setting. Set up. Details. Yeah, guys, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the stream. Sorry, it'll just take a minute. Give me just a moment. All right, let's try something here. But let's.
Must protect the queen.
It's attacking my queen. Oh. I stopped paying attention so I can work on fixing the live stream. And now the queen is getting attacked. We are out of food. We are completely out of ants.
Imminent danger.
Well, that's a colony wipe for you.
As the leaves nearby are depleted and the superior hillside atta colony cuts off access to new pastures, the nest falls into ruin. The ants grow weak, the gardens rot, and the queen is left to starve.
Okay, there we go. I'm thinking YouTube is having a problem today. Bear with me, guys. Let me figure this out, huh? info. Yeah, YouTube is not receiving enough video to smooth streaming. I'll do. Hi there, Ellis. Bear with me. I'm working on trying to get our stream to be working properly. Trying to figure out keyframe frequency. Let's try that. Okay, is that better? All right, is that getting better? It's still laggy. Because now I'm showing excellent connection for the stream. With OBS, it's always kind of a toss up on how it's going to go. Let me work on one other thing here. Stream output. Yeah, let's drop that back down. There we go. Should fix it. Ellis, Tim, hi, how's it going? So let me know, how is that looking better for you guys? Are we seeing a better stream now? Is it clipping? Is it? I mean, we got all these little ants just running around, so. Please go ahead and let me know down in the comments if that's looking better. Okay, bit better. Sorry about that. I had to play around with some settings and it was a little hectic getting everything fixed there. Millisecond stutter every few seconds. Let's see. Well, it's better than 30 seconds of, hey, nothing's happening. So I'll take that millimeter stutter all day long. All right, file. Just one more minute while I'm just trying to fix a few things. Bear with me. Okay, there we go. Things should be a bit better now. All right, let's get on with the next mission. Here we go.
This small leafcutter colony has established a foothold in a clearing near the base of a tree. Their location provides prime access to lucrative harvesting grounds which have gone unchallenged for the past few weeks. However, unbeknownst to the ants, the peace is about to be broken. A scourge is drawing in. It will be here by morning.
Look at the little baby Fez. Isn't it adorable? Let's go down this way while we can. There we go. Sorry about that technical difficulty, but now, hopefully now it's starting to look a lot better. Alright, so far so good. Doing pretty good so far. There's a cricket up that way. That can be scary. Let's... Alright, as long as we are getting a couple ants up there to get food. It's just... It's all critters everywhere. Oh my goodness. Like... It's so rough to get started. Thank you so very much, Ellis. It's always nice to know when things are starting to work again. All of these nocturnal things need to calm down. Like they're
Several meters south of the nest, a legion of nomadic Essiton Berkeley army ants are preparing to march. They set up camp late last night and will now conduct daily swarming raids on the surrounding areas until they see fit to move on. This humble leafcutter stronghold will soon lie directly in their path.
Yeah, those nocturnals, man, they need to calm down a little bit. Like jumping spider,
The
okay,
army ants have
that's
arrived.
fine because now
They will
we have.
sweep eastward, swarming everything they find. Larvae-filled ant colonies are particularly ripe for culling. Only a substantial defensive force with the right tools to repel the aggressors will be left alone. The leafcutters must prove to the invaders
There we go.
that they are more trouble than they are worth.
Are we going to be more trouble than we are worth today, Snoots Nation?
If the army ants can be pushed back beyond leafcutter territory, they will likely give this area a wide berth until it's time for them to relocate their nest.
I really need these super hyper jumping ants to
Occasionally, scouts will head out from the
take
swarm
take
frontier in
a
search
take a
of
moment,
live prey for the
just
horde.
deep breath.
If they find
They
anything of
need to
significance, they
calm
will
down.
call for reinforcements. A battalion of soldiers can respond in seconds.
Oh man. These army ants, man, they are no joke. Was that a little army ant?
The leafcutters have been spotted by a troop of army ant scouts. If any escape, they will call for reinforcements.
I think that was a little army ant. Alright. Things are running a bit more smooth now.
An army ant scout has reported recent leafcutter movements back to the swarm. Enemy reinforcements are inbound.
this is gonna get interesting. May not necessarily be a bad thing. Good. These praying mantises, man, I tell you. Okay, we need to start producing more ants. Normally we're able to clear this out a whole lot faster, and that just did not happen today. We had a lot more fighting today than normal for day one. Alright, ooh. Let's get those made, because we are definitely not keeping up with waste. So much waste that needs to be removed. And I want to get our first major produced here in just a moment. There we go. There we go, our first major. Well, for this map at least. We are definitely going to need him.
As dusk sets in, the army and foraging activity begins to settle. The Aceton forces are reconvening to join a giant bivouac formed of their own bodies where they will wait out the night. For the Atters, this is the perfect opportunity to stockpile leaves.
And to also... Thank you, Ray, a lot. I'll see if you pop back in. If not, we'll see you tomorrow, I guess.
The battle has begun.
Marvelous battle. So today we're gonna run through this mission, and then after that I gotta get to work on the next Factorio episode. Which is a wonderful game, and fortunately right now the playthrough I'm going through has a lot of issues with the biters, and I'm just pulling my hair out trying to deal with them, but it's so much fun. We really need to get a lot of this waste taken care of. And the best way I know how to do that is go ahead and get these upgraded so that we can get through it a lot faster. Okay, we can hold a bunch of waste now. Now it's just, can all the minims get the waste out very quickly? Let's get ourselves a second major there. Right, this is almost cleared out. That is good. Once that's cleared out, we can start moving down to this spot over there. You heading out as well, Ellis? Or are you saying goodbye to Ray a lot?
The ants must defend themselves.
Okay, now we can get ourselves another one. Go, minim workers, go. Alright, that's done. Now we can go pick this group of leaves up. Get ourselves into a decent-sized fighting force. Going to need to get a couple of more majors.
The battle has begun.
A little mantis there. Oh man. Sometimes you kind of forget how quickly all your ants can just chew through all of these leaves. Okay, Ellis. I just didn't know if you were saying goodbye to Ray a lot or if you were saying goodbye to me. One really good thing is we have food for days. Food for days. So much food, our minims are going to have a lot of work cut out for them. There we go. Now we can make ourselves a new major.
The jungle stirs. The sound of panicked arthropods running from danger can be heard throughout the leaf litter, and the ant birds are circling
Almost
overhead.
done, almost done.
The swarm has returned.
Now that the swarm has returned,
The ants must fight.
we should go say hello to them. This might not actually be a bad time to go strip that. Real quick look, there's barely anything defending this but a couple of mantises, and those are relatively easy to take out. A couple jumping spiders. Come on. It's those huntsmen. Those are the guys that are making it difficult. What? Oh, scouts. Yeah, I don't care about scouts. All those scouts are going to do is just going to make it easier.
Spotted by a scout. If it escapes, it will call for reinforcements.
Yep, there it goes. That's the reason why you can't come up here. The moment you come up here to try to harvest, you get like 2 of these guys. You don't do this island if you can help it.
The Atta soldiers managed to prevent the army and scouts from returning to the swarm.
There we go, snooty boys. We gotta push them back just a bit. There we go. Getting pushed back pretty well now. There we go. We got a nice little group.
An army and scouting party has spotted the leafcutters. They must not be allowed to report back to the swarm.
We're doing a good job pushing them back now.
Army and scouts have reported recent leafcutter movements back to the swarm. Enemy reinforcements are inbound. Just keep those guys together. Just for a little longer.
It's looking good. It's looking good for us. Alright, now we just gotta get some more of these delicious leaves back to the base. Well, we're definitely able to keep the army ants at bay. And actually managed a relatively brief, relaxed period where we could hunt in relative peace.
The ants must defend themselves.
As daylight fades, the army ferries the last of the day's spoils back to the bivouac for the evening feast. They will return at first light.
Nope, 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 nope. Everyone get back in. I am not taking out.
A fully grown whip spider has detected the presence of the leaf cutters. With supreme prowess, this gargantuan night hunter can knock back, swipe, and lance even the toughest major soldiers. A considerable sustained flow of resistance must be called upon for the colony to stand any chance of dissuading this legend of the Undergrowth.
Alright, now I will fight it. But I wasn't going to fight it and... Let's actually put you guys on there. I wasn't going to fight, like, multiple big bad things. Here. You guys should actually be able to handle that. Not that. See,
the whip spider has fallen. The colony sacrificed many brave soldiers to pacify this beast. The Queen will now work quickly to spawn their replacements.
Oh man, let me tell you. I've gotten pretty good at killing that whip spider. I've gotten pretty good at that one. It's always the part after, because, you know, after defeating something like that, you should be able to go and get this for basically free. It's your prize. That's what you win. But you don't get that. Hi there, Justin. Welcome to the stream.
The ants must defend themselves.
We are getting really close to having a really solid little group of fighters going. I gotta hand it to Slug Disco. This patch, man. I don't think I've ever spent this long working on a pair of missions. Just the amount of depth and the level of cruelty required to make such a thing possible, I didn't know was in them, but they surprised me, and I am delighted, even. That being said, they just toned down these levels, and I don't feel like it's enough.
One of the foraging trails has drawn the attention of a whip spider. The ants must defend themselves.
I don't think they've toned down, like, the environment enemies in this mission enough. It's definitely possible, but it's not fun. Big old cricket. Every time you get really close to being able to go forage, it's just something else.
Free reign of the harvesting grounds is about to be cut short. The swarm has mobilized.
I mean, let's be fair, it never really was free reign. Just need to get some leaves for respawning. Alright, you guys go up here, grab all this, take it back in. Let's get everybody back up and running. We need more leaves. Let's go down there. There's like 100 leaves right over there. I need my majors back. Alright, that should do it. So let's get everyone gathered up and then we'll go that way. Yeah, we need to...
The Aceton soldier lines are bearing down on the nest. The leaf cutters are about to be overrun.
Not today. guess today it is. Because we're basically forced to have to fight this thing. Nope. Best thing I can do now is try to revive. I'm down to 4 ants. And it looks like one of them is stuck. Well, this is unfortunate. Well, let's see how many of my my soldiers I can get back up and running.
The Atta nest is within the swarm's grasp. They will send waves of soldiers underground to strike at the heart of the colony.
Yep. Yeah, that'll pretty much do it. I'm trying to rebuild my nest and yep. Here they are.
The ants must fight. The queen is in imminent danger.
No, not the queen.
The queen is in imminent danger.
Yep. There's not really anything we can do about it now.
As the last of the Atta defenders fall, swarm raiders pour into the heart of the nest. They butcher the queen and drag her larvae out into the sunlight. Against the might of the Aceton army, this insignificant colony didn't stand a chance.
Well, ladies, gentlemen, friends, and fellow snoots, that is another attempt in the books for us doing the insane challenges here on Empires of the Undergrowth. Again, I'm your host, Snoots. If you enjoyed watching today, go ahead and give the video a like. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I post these streams for the next week or so are going to be daily. However, soon my school schedule will make it to where I'll just go back to the normal Monday, Wednesday, and Friday release.